here now over easily an hour, and we're still stuck on here at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Heavy snow brings treacherous conditions and travel problems to parts of the UK. Motorists are warned to travel only if they need to.
Met Office amber warnings for that heavy snow remain in force across parts of northern England and north east Wales through this morning's commute. But it's an improving weather story. I'll have all the details.
An emotional call from the father of Ellie Edwards, who was shot at a pub on Christmas Eve. He tells us he wants the people of Liverpool to take a stand against violent crime.
Just join us, come as one, and we'll get through it and we will win.
Good morning. There are delays to the HS2 high-speed rail line. The government says it will help save money, but not everyone agrees. I'll have the details.
Good morning. After humiliation comes some redemption for Manchester United, who bounced back from their historic thrashing at Anfield by beating Real Betis in the Europa League and put one foot in the quarter-finals.
Some supermarkets are lifting restrictions on the sale of certain fruit and veg after supply issues caused shortages across the UK. So Asda will be lifting limits on lettuce and broccoli, whilst restrictions on cucumber purchases will be scrapped. Morrison's sales of tomatoes and peppers will still be limited by both stores. Bad weather across Europe and North Africa was partially blamed for the supply problems.
Let's update you with what's happening with the papers this morning. The Mirror, as well, will start. It's leading on the news that parts of the high-speed rail service HS2 has been delayed for 2 years. The paper calls the delay a betrayal of the North.
Let's have a look at the Daily Telegraph. Reports a warning from Ofsted. There are currently no limits on what school children can be taught in sex and relationship classes, they say. The paper quotes Chief Inspector Schools, who says pupils are being told things that have no basis in any reputable scientific biological explanation.
Our luck will run out. That's the headline on the front page of the Metro. It quotes the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, which says that only luck has so far avoided disaster at Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power station. It's after a Russian missile knocked out its power supply for the 6th time.
Yes, and the weather story, particularly focusing here in Yorkshire, one of the areas we know very badly affected by snowfall. This is a Yorkshire Post. And it's actually a rather beautiful image this morning. The front page of today's paper, the headline, "Sledging fun in a winter wonderland." I know it's not great for some people this morning, and across all our coverage this morning, reflecting not only how beautiful it looks in some places, but also the real difficulties it's causing in some places on the roads.
Yeah.
What's happening on the front pages this morning? And the Express leads with the Home Secretary Suella Braverman hitting back at criticism of the government's policies on migration from the broadcaster and former footballer Gary Lineker. And this is the front of the Daily Mail. The headline there, Lineker's playing the BBC for fools. The Eye has word on wide-ranging delays to the long-awaited HS2 high-speed rail project. And the Times says the delays in construction could be as long as 2 years. The Mirror also going with that story. They're calling it huge shambles. Elsewhere, The Guardian has seen figures suggesting that at least 500 people died last year while waiting for delayed ambulances. And the Metro covers concerns for the safety of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine. The Telegraph reports on concerns about sex education lessons in schools, which Ofsted says may be too explicit. The Financial Times reports that 2 Russian oligarchs are offloading their stakes in one of the country's biggest banks in order to escape Western sanctions over Ukraine. And the Star criticises Prince Harry for distancing himself from the royal family, while also insisting it's his children's birthright to be called Prince and Princess. And if you want to see any of those front pages again or read the stories, just scan the QR code on your screen and it will take you straight to the press review on the Sky News website.